G'day jet setters and trendsetters. Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all your emails and your comments. We're inside today. I was going to go out and do this outside, but it's not a real nice day outside, so I've come inside. Yeah, I muck around with a little bit of, I got these. I've got 8 or 9 stickers left. If anybody wants them, email me. You know what it's all about, the people who do. So if you want a sticker, let me know. Email. Yeah, a couple of things I do, and I'll listen to the Don't Overdo It. It's a podcast what the Mount Gambier Library puts out. That's the thing there, and I'll yeah, somehow like that. See? Yeah, I listen to them every now and again. And just of late, I was listening to one about a cemetery. Basically, the cemetery's got no headstones. Because there's quite a few people entombed there. But anyway, so we'll go into that through that later on in the video. And which that led to, when I was looking around about grave sites and stuff like that, went up to the old cemetery. I found the first person to be buried up through there, only 13 days old. Edward Hodges, I think his name was. Yeah, so we have a bit of a look at that. And when I was up there looking around, I could remember finding a lady's name called Catherine Temple, better known as Kitty Temple. She was from Caveton. Now, I'll start this video on that in a second, but it's all about a sly grog shop. Well, actually, it was meant to be a pub, sly grog, a whorehouse. So all that sort of trickles the fancy. And there was a group of people, this was advertised in the local Border Watch at the time, there's a group of people who wanted to make it law that you weren't allowed to go out, go down the pub and shout your mate a drink. Not shout out loud, but shout your mate a drink. They wanted to make that illegal. True story. It's in the local Border Watch and whatever date. We'll find out that a little bit later on. True story. Yeah, so, and for the person sent me the email, do I always have eggs and bacon for breakfast? No, I don't. I sometimes have, I'll tell you what I'll do. Might go out and do myself some toast. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, jet setters and trendsetters. Right, breakfast at Dirty Socks' place is normally, well, once a week we have eggs and bacon, but normally we have toast and Vegemite. So, and this is how we have it in Dirty Socks' house. We'll whack some of these in the good old sunbeam. Get that cracking. Oops, there we go. Right, what's that cooking? Now, this here, throat oil. It is good. It helps quench the thirst. It does wonders for you. You can fix the problems of the world with it. It's fantastic. That's if you have a few of them. If you only have 2 of them, well, you can only fix your own problems for the night. But anyway, put them aside. I'll have to take them out in a minute. Right, and you hear you say, what do I have on my toast? Well, first off, I have butter. The choice is yours, whatever you have. And I love Vegemite. So after the sunbeams, put it up here, whack a bit of that on. We'll see how that goes. The good bone handle knife. Just waiting on the sunbeam. You beauty. Hot off the press. Now, some people like their toast nice and warm and get into it and spread the butter. Not dirty socks, not here. I like my toast to go a bit cold before I spread any butter on it. And in the meantime, what I'll do with a bit of chicken for young Charlie. I get a bit of chicken and I'll just break it into smaller parts, and I spread some tooth thingy-majigger for him, for animals, for dogs. I'll break that up, and yeah, while the toast is going on the colder side. I don't like warm toast, don't know why. I've done it a few years ago. I was down at my sister-in-law's down in Tassie. She said, "You ever tried cold toast?" And I said, "No, I haven't." So I did, and I haven't looked back. I don't know, you can taste the Vegemite, the butter, whatever you're putting on there. Yeah, a bit better. So I'm just waiting to go cold. So with the magic, what I can do is, presto, you can buttered toast. Right, it's cooled down a little bit, not 100%, but then I get some Vegemite. Now I do like my Vegemite. Some people like it really thin. I like putting the bloody thing on. And again, a little bit of magic, I'll show you between the two, one and two here. So here we go. Right, so some people just like it just on like that, not real, it's okay I suppose. Me, if you're going to put Vegemite on, you put it on there. That's the way I have it. But just for the point of demonstration, this is what we're doing. The toast has gone cold. Now, for the cutting of it, you know, you just don't cut it down through the guts. I've only got a little mouth, besides what other people might say. I cut them into 3 strips. Mouth's not that wide. You can't fit all that in there without making a bit of a mess with my beard. So, 3 cuts. Like that. I better not do that, I don't normally do that. So there you go. That's what I have for breakfast most mornings. I will have a coffee. There we go, there we go. I will get a coffee up in my coffee cup. Haven't done the kettle or anything like that yet, but I will do. Okay guys, jet setters. Just a bit more about this, the podcast, Don't Overdo It, from the Mount Gambier Library. I thought I'll just read a couple of these things that here, it's on this bookmark I got off of them. And it's got one here. Now this is one day I remember very well. Season 3, episode 3. The day the sky caught on fire, the 40th anniversary of Ash Wednesday. I'm not even going to try and attempt to say anything about that. I remember it. Wasn't good, but have a listen to that. Another one here, we know a bit about this one. Season 3, episode 5, Titanic, Survivor or a Gigantic Liar. I have listened to that one. Have a listen. See what you reckon. Another one here, episode 3, season 3, episode 10. Oh, hang on, what's this one here? It is a funny one. The Day It Rained Rabbits, season 4, episode 1. I've listened to that one as well. But look, there's 2 or 3 of them on Don't Overdo It. Something I do a bit of. and something I even get some of my information, because I love history, especially in around the mountain, because it's my town. Yeah, but anyway, let's get on with it. About this cemetery, and more to the point, about Kitty Temple, the town that never was. It's no longer there. As I go looking around the archives, I come across, like I said before, the town that never was. They tell me that the town was surveyed back in 1866 with 163 allotments, with 5 acres of burial ground. Only with a few years later for this to be stopped. No one's to be buried in the cemetery. The government officials thought, we're going to close this town down, and that they did when William Temple and Kitty or Catherine Temple died. But before they died, there was a lot of shenanigans going on. I'll try and go through it with some of the things that went on down in Caveton. Very hard to get some photos, but I'll do my best. And as I go through the archives and try and find some photos and information about Caveton and the town that never was, I hear a lot of people saying, and what I've read of a whorehouse and a pub, ladies of the night, all that type of stuff. And I found a couple of photos, but nothing to say there was an actual whorehouse there. The only thing I did find with down there was a photo, had nothing to do with our little Kitty at Caveton. Kitty Temple, born Catherine Temple in 1847 and died in 1907, buried up here in the Mount Gambier Lake Terrace Cemetery, aged 60 years of age. William Temple, he was born in 1824, 1897, age of 73 years. Caveton Hotel was a really well-known pub back in the 1860s and 1870s, but I can't find any licence for them to allow to sell alcohol. So, and as I read on, William Temple was fined back in 1872 for selling sly grog. After his death, Kitty Temple inherited the building, and it was a really popular spot for horsemen and other travellers travelling from Mount Gambier through to Nelson and on to Portland. Kitty always had a stock of hard liquor on hand, even though she wasn't licensed, and she was often raided by the police. Never caught. She reckons she could smell the police coming from miles away. She did have a long-standing friend, Bruno Gansett. One day when the menfolk were out, mostly back in town, a gentleman traveller named John Flynn came to visit Kitty Temple and attempted to ravish her. He got caught, or he was charged anyway, and he spent 12 months hard labour for attempting to rape Kitty Temple, and because he pleaded guilty, he saved his ass of 12 more months. So he only got 12 months where he could have got 2 years, so he was very lucky. I reckon that's where the rumours started getting out, is when this type of thing started happening down at Caveton, of the rumour of being a bit of a whorehouse. Poor Kitty. And while all this was going on, there was a group of people getting together, and they called themselves the Mount Gambier's Anti-Shouting League. And for those who feared the demon of the drink, they literally wanted to make it illegal for you to go down the pub and buy your mate a drink. They just wanted to make that illegal. And I'll put a picture of them up there. And when all that fell through, I'd say cheers to that and shout me mate another drink. No, I shouldn't be like that, should I? So there you have it, the town that never was. It was surveyed in 1866. It was given 163 allotments, 5 acres of land for a cemetery, and no one was ever entombed there A pub that tried but was stopped and eventually bulldozed in the ground 5 days after Kitty Temple had died. Up here at Warren Street, the second oldest cemetery in Mount Gambier. The first burial here was in 1864 and the last was 1907, where the 76 burials were made. Michelle Park. I got a picture of Pastor Jonathan Michelle, and I've got a couple of pictures of some older headstones. It's about all I've got of this cemetery, or what's left of it anyway. It's on the gentle slopes of Mount Gambier at Warren Street. And if you want to know a lot more details about this, go on to Don't Overdo It, the podcast from the Mount Gambier Library. They go into a fair bit of depth about it. It's quite good. Hey Charlie, what you doing? Hey jet setters. Another beautiful day. The wife's off doing other stuff. So Charlie and I, wherever he is at the moment, I thought I'd go off and do another burger test. And this burger test is from Granville Court in Mount Gambier. Now I had a burger from there 9 months ago, and it wasn't too bad. So it was good enough for me to go around there today and do a burger test on it. So let's see what it's like. I haven't opened it up yet. There she be, all empty. Charlie is a witness to that. Alright, so let's see what we get inside the bag. Alright, here we go. It's double wrapped. That's got the bag. And it's been wrapped. Alright. Let's see what we got. Ooh. That's not too bad. Can you see that, dudes? Yep. Egg, bacon. Bacon, lettuce. Meat patty in there. It's not too bad. Now, when I first went there, and just asked what I wanted, and she said yes. She's very, very polite, and asked would I like anything else with it. Obviously she's trying to sell drinks and other stuff out of the shop. She's very polite in saying it, and then she gave me a okay, Charlie's wanting some already. Give a bit of cheese. You allowed cheese? Is he allowed to have cheese? A little bit. Right. Trying to sell stuff in the shop. That's fair enough. So, but I didn't really got a drink in the car. But very, very polite. Yeah. So far, so good. So here we go. I'll say something. My mouth's not big enough to fit around that. And don't be rude. Normal tomato sauce or whatever I put on there. Not bad. Just while I'm munching on this. There's been around somewhere, but some people don't know how to use them. They come up here, eat their stuff, and they leave their rubbish bloody everywhere. Fuck, that bogs me. By the way, I'm not going to reveal the price because the prices may change from day to day, week to week. But what's today? Thursday. Bloody good value. Really good value. Oh. See that? In there. They got caramelised, for how you say it, caramelised onion in there. Boy, is that tasty. That's tasty to another level. Very beautiful up here. Sitting up here and just watching the traffic go past. Now, unless I get a hare or something like that in there, this is going to a pretty good score. It's got all the ingredients. The onion gives that extra flavour of a little bit different flavour. It hasn't got the normal mayonnaise or just the sauce in it. It's just something about it. It's pretty good. Okay, jet setters. Time for it. First off, would I go back? Would I recommend? And a score. Okay. Would I go back? Yes. Would I recommend? Yes. The score, I would give that a 7.9. Pretty good. Very, very friendly. Nice people. Spoke to you nicely anyway. When they delivered it back, they said, "Sir, maybe I don't deserve that, but it's still nice." And everything in between. They gave me one of those little things that shake, tell you when your meal's ready. You know, in a fish and chip shop. That's excellent. Yeah, 7.9 on all figures, from going in to leaving. Excellent. Thanks, Granville Court Fish and Chip Shop. I'll be back. 7.9. Do you want some more, Tully? Okay.